Cruising through the Rhine Gorge is a highlight of our magnificent Jewels of Europe adventure with Scenic. And in wintertime, you may even be lucky enough to get a little extra something special. We've woken to more than a sprinkling of snow, and we're headed for the enchanting town of Rothenburg, Germany's best preserved walled city.
Do you feel like you're living in a fairy tale, Charles?
You are living in a fairy tale here.
What do you love about Rothenburg?
What do I love about it? It's one of the most beautiful cities in all of Germany.
It is, it really is.
Yeah, one of the very few cities in Germany that's still completely surrounded by a wall.
It's Christmas all year round in Rothenburg, with several Christmas stores, including the legendary Katie Wohlfahrt, with the largest collection of German Christmas decorations in the world, a museum and a 16-foot tree as its centrepiece. The store has become the town's #1 attraction. Roaming the streets of Rothenburg is the only way to soak up the spirit of this much-loved medieval town. Its city walls date back to around the 12th century, and with some of the strictest heritage laws in the country protecting it, it's easy to see why around 3 million tourists a year put this town on their travel itinerary. From here, our scenic spaceship crosses from the Rhine into the main Danube Canal as we continue our journey.
Well, it is winter in Bamberg, and that means damp and misty weather. But that has been a blessing for the city, because during World War II, thick cloud cover hit its main targets from Allied bombers, leaving the city and its beautiful buildings largely intact.
Located in southern Germany, Bamberg is renowned as having one of Europe's best preserved old town areas.
Bamberg seems very different to other German cities.
Yeah, it begins with the river and its two arms, and Bamberg is not only a city that is not dominated only by the two rivers, and it is not only more than 1,000 years old, but Bamberg's inner city is a Baroque treasure chest.
The town of Bamberg itself is a work of art, with its narrow alleys, medieval buildings and quaint street settings. But its focal point is, of course, its Baroque town hall, with its centuries-old frescoes.
This is so beautiful.
It is, in my opinion, the most beautiful town hall there is, and also kind of a symbol of citizen pride, because the citizens build it, they pay for it, and well, it's just beautiful.
Back on board, and today's highlights just keep on rolling.
Food is a highlight on any holiday, and here on the Scenic spaceship you are spoiled for choice. Italian fine dining? Well, we don't mind if we do.
Portobello's is just one of 3 restaurants on board, and every guest is invited here for one special evening of their cruise to indulge in 5 courses of fine dining. Continuing south, we are delivered to Regensburg, which was luckily spared any serious destruction during World War II.
Are these cobblestones original?
Yes, they are totally. So Regensburg is one of the very lucky towns which have been kept during World War II. So we had no industries in a very old town, and this is why we still have all those nice buildings here to show.
So you didn't get bombed at all? There was no industry here, so they didn't bother bombing you?
That's it, yeah.
Like all of these little cities at this time of year, there's always a Christmas market or two to be found, but I can promise you the Turn and Taxis market will leave a lasting impression. It's held in the grounds of a centuries-old palace and is known as the romantic Christmas market of Regensburg. And when the sun goes down and the lights begin to glow, it's even more breathtaking. There's traditional craftsmen, handmade decorations and food galore, but I've been told that I can't leave this town without trying the trademark Regensburger.
Are these a local delicacy?
Oh yes, they have a special family's recipe, and they hand it over since 6 generations from one to the next. So
That is too much pressure on one sausage.
it is, and it's one of the oldest fast foods in the world.
Das ist wunderbar. Regensburger gut, meine Deutsch nicht gut.